tell us about the Burle Marx influence, how that relates to what was done previously and the rest of Lincoln Road, which of course nobody's interested in anymore, including the first block of Lincoln Road. But how did that stimulate your thinking?
Well, design principle-wise, I buy in completely with what Roberto's design principles were. Also, Halprin was a big influence on me. I would go see the gardens and the public spaces that he did in California, watch the way he allowed, the choreography just to happen and people to make the space happen.
What was the name again?
Lawrence Halprin.
Okay.
So, obviously, we all studied the history of Lincoln Road, and we knew that we had a different program here because we had, different scale buildings and everything. So, to me, this garden is really all about movement, and we did a lot of different sketches to float in front of Herzog and Demeron with orthogonal designs, because really a lot of what Lapidus did is all orthogonal geometry, and then he has a few, curvilinear shapes and things. And then I just did a few sketches of this kind of geometry, and Christine said, because if you ever saw the video they did, how they generated the geometry and the structure of this building, it's just amazing the way you see the whole thing unfold. And she says, how do you generate this geometry? I said, it's all about movement, really. It's all about, you want to get from there to there, and you can see from one side to the other, and you can move through the space, which is something you really can't do on the other part of Lincoln Road now, just because it's been sort of filled up with outdoor cafes. A lot of planting is overgrown, and that sort of thing. So really, the geometry is about movement. The stripes were a no-brainer because that's what Lapidus did. And the material, we had a few different materials. This is the one that the team liked best of all. I love it. I've heard some complaints from people in high heels, and but the skateboarders don't, they don't terrorize this block like they do everywhere else. So it all just kind of fell into place. And Christine had the idea of, pretty much if you look at the rest of Lincoln Road, that's the part that's hard to say whether it was Christine's idea or Robert's idea, because we all work together so much. But the rest of Lincoln Road, they just took the street and they closed the street, they put the plaza in the street, and they still have the